Welcome, welcome everybody, and welcome back to another Formula Sundays race. We have the Challenger tier coming up tonight, and well, I sure am excited about this beautiful tier here. So I have poured myself a drink to keep my throat moist, and we are ready. Get this going. What is up with, well, you guys in the chat and with this race, of course? We're gonna ask ourselves. Well, first of all, we have our boy, the one and only Jaap Spinjo, Elite Tier race winner, returning to Formula Sundays after years of absence, and he will actually join me for the cast for the Elite Tier race because, yeah, I know, casting for 2.5 hours straight and all alone can be sometimes very tiring, and it is maybe not the quality we want to give to you, so we obviously tried working on that a little bit. Not too much, of course, you know us. We're lazy bastards. Actually, we're just busy boys IRL. But yeah, he's gonna be joining me after this race is over, which could be relatively quick, as he is known amongst the racing drivers as Jaap Spinjo. Let me see. Are there any frame drops? Because it looked a little bit sketchy just when I had a look at my preview. Nonetheless, it seems to be fine again. Weather, of course, is random. Who's joining you? It's a Jaap Spinjo, former RS head, not RS, Formula Sundays head admin. Of course, he's retired to, I think, invest more time into Project Cars back then, and this really made him a little bit of a better racing driver. Don't know if he could even have a potential seat in Elite. But yeah, as we don't know how his performance is really gonna be, he's gonna be driving as the second Williams today. Former seat of Yellow, of course, who is... Wait, is he... Are you the Yellow, you're in the chat. Are you driving tonight? Because I somehow feel like Antonio has been checked in again, but if he's checked in again, there's a free seat at Renault at the moment, or, well, for this race, where we could fit you in. So yeah, you will get the drive, I hope. Because, yeah, somehow the second Williams driver out of Elite decided to rejoin Formula Sundays. Yikes on Stenny there. Yep, I'm driving. Lit. Yikes on Stenny there for sure. There was a little bit of a block on Clay. I don't know if it implemented? No. Inflicted. Inflicted him too much. Well, I don't know if it cost him very much time, but it surely looked not nice. As Clay is gonna be the first one to complete a hot lap. For now, he's still looking in a good spot to complete a valid lap at least. Of course, the most cutting... please, language. The most risky turns to cut are these last two. If you run wide here a little bit, your lap is invalid, and if you run too far to the inside in that very last one, your lap is invalid as well. Just... like if you run wide there. But yeah, Clay is opening up with a 1:35. Let's jump to Goldfish apparently, as Spinjo was just pushed a step down. Pine there with a 1:33.5. Goldfish invalid lap time. Let's see. Come on. Oh, Jaap is pretty much on an invalid lap. No. Oh, yeah, as well. Keyboard driver has cracked the 1:33 line to go P1. And, well, who is still on their way? Gimp? Yeah, Gimp is finishing his hot lap now. Crew with a new pole lap. Gimp cutting very deep into that last turn. Finishing in a 1:35, currently P8. So... what happened? I usually don't have my Steam overlay activated. I assume it's if you press Control and Shift, and I might have fat-fingered that whilst trying to hotkey on Stanny. Nonetheless, Stanny is who we are with right now. Not necessarily the full speed triple right-hander that we are expecting there, as it was really not full speed. Stanny's gonna have the slowest lap time so far, but at least there is lap time. Let's see, is Yapsinio... well. Okay, Percy's just on an outlap, so he's probably not driving quick. Goldfish, what's up with Goldie? Goldie, yikes, just threw himself the lap away. Let's see what that would have been. Oh my god. I mean, even with that, he'd probably be P5. A little bit frustrated, for sure. Good boy. Well, are we gonna go through that pain, or are we just gonna head over to Pine? Pine's still on the hot lap. It seems so. He's not much slower after Sector 1. Obviously, we are at a point where the tires are getting worse. Going down the inside of Stanny here. Boy, Absinio. Yeah. I mean, can't really call him poor if it's his own mistake. And bad Yapsinio is like, I don't know, sounds a little bit BM. Ginge has grabbed the pole, I completely missed that. Percy is about to set his first timed lap. Okay, invalid lap for now. I wonder if that counts towards the next lap as well, but I doubt it. Yeah, this one is still valid, so we head over, or stay with Percy, who has a relatively open track in front of him. It's not like Q1 in Monza. Ah no, Monza qualifying is always hilarious because they want to get the suck from the car in front. But hey, Percy's looking fairly clean through that Sector 1 and is running into pace in a very, very awkward spot. But Pace is gonna push hard enough to let him pass on the straight and maybe gives him a little bit of a slipstream. No, doesn't give him the favor. Rocket Sunday's teammates, of course, Percy and Pace, and I think just freshly crowned again Masters tier winners. So yeah, they go into the playoffs as first seeds. Definitely looking quite strong. And the two McLarens have been performing quite decent in Formula Sundays as well. I think they've had a P1 and P4 finish last week or something. Don't exactly remember it because there has been too much happening in between and my brain can't handle live in this amount. But Percy's looking good here again and goes second. Front row lockout, provisional at least, for the McLarens. Looking quite decent and, well, okay. Wow, that he was allowed to continue driving for so long, holy shit. I mean, he cut at least 2 corners until his lap was invalidated. Pace is on a hot lap. I think the tire data at the moment is at best, so we might as well swap that over to fitted. Of course, he's driving on fresh tires. Yapsinio's on an outlap again. I think we're gonna head over to Yapsinio as soon as we finished Pace's attempt. As it's either the car immediately in front of Pace or the car behind. I think the car in front of him might be Keyboard Driver. Well, the Williams, of course. The Williams that is not longer Williams anymore. At least in the foreseeable future, not. Which is a bit of a yikes. Oh my. I mean, it looked fairly clean for Pace until these few turns as... Yeah, he really messed those up a little bit. Not ideal through, he has to lift a little bit through that triple right-hander. Cannot run wide here, and that's certainly not gonna be a full finishing time. Because it's not gonna be a time at all, as he DNFs, well, gets an invalid lap, and, well, he retires as well. I mean, at least Pace and Clay, two teammates fairly close together. So nice of them. And, well, Yapsinio is looking forward to close the gap to his teammate, for sure. Oh my. Pace just drove into the wall there, I think. Bettis was disqualified from that session. Where's Bettis been? I assume in Sector 3 in the triple right-hander. As there's, like, just random yellow flags. Yep, it's looking quite decent through here as well. It seems like he got some practice. A proper exit here, and onwards to the hairpin. It's the apex very, very nicely. No wheel spin coming out of that hairpin. And well, the most... I don't know if Sector 1 or Sector 3 is more difficult, but I feel like Sector 3 is fairly... Like, it's fairly easy to lose your rear around these turns. I wonder if he's gonna run into Stanny at some point. Crew has... I don't know who took it first. I think Crew might have been taken pole away, but Percy then improved his time to snatch the pole back. And Yapsinio's looking fairly decent coming out of this last turn. And there we have it, 132.58, beating his teammate by pretty much 4/10. So, decent comeback, as Keyboard Driver has been one of the quicker drivers. And Yap is in a good contention for the top ranks. Goldfish, in the meantime, has set another personal best as well, sitting him in P3 currently. Quite strong. Who is... Percy should be on a hot lap. It's invalid. Goldfish is definitely not on a hot lap. Yup isn't neither. I mean, Stanny might be. Okay. Valid lap times, boys. Can we have them? Mine is definitely on an in lap. Keyboard Driver. Ha! There we are. The other Williams. We have just seen Yapsinio. Now we will follow our boy Keyboard Driver, RKR, the Puma, through another hot lap. And, well, as his name says, he plays with keyboard. I don't know why you would do that, but fair. Okay. I don't know how Clay killed himself there. There's literally not even a wall, but fair enough. I mean, yeah. If you frick up, do it as badly as you can, so people will wonder about what did even happen. Okay, that lift on the straight by Keyboard Driver certainly was not intentional. Wonder if there was an issue with his DRS activation, and then he just kinda let attention slip for a second, and yeah, he lost an entire second because of that. Wait, is Pine still going? Pine is still going on his 4-lap-old softs right now. He will have to pit like in lap 1 or something if he continues to drive on these softs. Turbo Driver will probably not better his personal best. Sinio's in the pit as well. I think most of these guys will get one more try at a hot lap. Turbo Driver there. No satisfying lap time for him. Let's head over to Ginge, who is in fair contention for one of the top spots still as well, as his lap time has been fairly decent the first time, beating out the Williams by a narrow margin. And now he looks to close the gap to his teammate again. Would have to look at the Discord for a second. Gru? The good old Gru, in P2, as Ginge, I'm sorry for not talking, I got like distracted on my phone, whilst trying to look up the standings for the Challenger tier. Well. Who did win the last race? It was actually Percy again, his second win. And where is Ginge? Well, Crew got P2, that's for sure. Ginge got P4, I think, 12 points. And Ginge got the pole here by half a second. What a lap. Absolute banger lap. Let's stick with Gimp, who is improving his previous best as well, and Pine is not too far ahead. It's gonna be hard for him to make up enough time to catch the Williams, but Pine is a valid target. And he didn't improve his time. Lost out massively in that third sector. Who do we want to join? I've seen Slipstream fail. I don't know who, where. I doubt that there are teams... Wait, did the McLarens go for Slipstream? Didn't see it. I'm sorry. I was looking up the standings. But speaking of the standings, we actually have a quite close title race, I think. Williams and Alfa Romeo are separated by, well, 20 points, okay. Due to the fact that Crew is driving alone currently, so if one of you like wants to start driving professionally, the McLaren, okay, yeah, semi-professionally. Challenger is honestly more of a introduction league, I think. Well, yeah, the Alphas need another driver. Crew is leading in the standings currently by 3 points ahead of Percy. Keyboard Driver is only 10 points behind as well. So yeah, we have a quite close race at competition at the top. I think Crew couldn't improve his time much there. Percy's already through as well. Let's see Yap coming through. Slightly slower. Did he get... Oh my god, his last sector was way better. Almost able to beat that, well, 132 line, and well, with a slight improvement he might still be able to go past Percy and Crew for P2. I wonder if he's gonna do another lap, as I think the times are desynced again, so he might have still gotten a valid attempt. He's the last driver on track anyways. Oh no, he's already finished, I'm dumb. Percy though. Would I be able to race both leagues? Nah. To be honest, you are too quick. I mean, we try to like... It is really a little bit of a pace difference, and I think your racecraft is just too good. Like, you can fight for the top, or at least like point position in Elite here, and that makes you a little bit too strong for Challenger. Oh wow, that is no invalid lap. Okay, Percy's not gonna finish that anyways. So I think with Percy returning to the pits, that this is the qualifying. Quite interesting lineup. The McLarens are on the chase for the. They are currently 30 points behind the Williams still. Yeah. I do 33 and 34. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, if you like race without assists, you could try to get into the Masters tier and like drive there on Wednesday and like get into the whole driving with wheel, driving without assists thing. Like, no assists league is a thing for us here. And well, nonetheless, we look at these beautiful standings and we see McLaren's taken on P1 and P3, split by Crew with P2. Yepsinio with a comeback in the Williams for P4, followed by Goldfish and the other Williams. The two Mercedes, Gimp, and the two... come on. Racing Points are following up. Yeah, I'm using no assists, might just stick to the time trial. To be honest, I think Masters Tier is a slight bit slower than the regular Racing League, because they all use no assists there. I could be wrong about that, though. Some people argue that traction control is OP in this game or something. No. I honestly do not know. Tell me if the Discord... Yes, the Discord link does in fact not work. I assume Herbie is here, as he has drivers in this beautiful competition. So if you are here, my boy, would you just spread the Lord's word and give us a valid invite link in the chat, as we will head over to Le warm-up lap. Oh, what is the official term? Introduction lap? Formation lap! Formation lap. And well, who could have thought? Okay. I think Nightbot does not delete the message necessarily, right? So you could still see the Discord link, correct? If so, that's cool. Wait, and why does Arch have a different one? I mean, to be honest, I don't know, it is maybe about time that we renew the entire like Discord invite links, because we had like some hacking attacks, or wait, hacking attacks, but bots spamming our server, and then we just yeah, kind of killed all the links, so no one could get in. A bunch of drivers are not able to drive proper qualifying formation laps. Yes, okay, it seems like you got there. Nice. Ba 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 da da ba 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 ba. By the way, like, I feel like there are a bunch of active chatters in the chat right now. I have not seen today's race at all. Was it as boring as expected? I've just seen like Gasly in the lead at some point, the screenshot on that in the F1 IRL channel. What's going on? Well, we have a bunch of drivers who couldn't behave in formation laps, so they had been banned on the silent start team grid. Sit there in shame. It was very epic. Worth a watch. Wait, yeah, ultra boring. Okay, I am split poor soul. Oh no, frick. That one time I don't watch it and then it's spicy. Anyways, we head to the start. Lights out for me, but they will be out for the drivers now as well, as there's decent starts by everyone but the Ferraris. The Williams coming together already. One of those getting forced a little bit wide. There's slight contact. The Ferraris, oh, in last, and Percy absolutely gets yeeted out. And is in P12 for now. So what's happening up at the top? Nice camera angle. Crew still in P2. Yapsinio made up a place. Keyboard drivers right there as well. Goldfish lost one at the start, I think. Professor Borlip gained quite a few positions there. He's gonna engage into battle with Goldfish here. Yes, Goldie kinda pushing hard to get through there. Let's jump on board. I think that's just like the more viewable perspective. Oh! Pine. No, that's actually Gimp on the inside. Forcing Clay very wide there, but I think fair enough. Wait, Gasly, Sainz, Stroll, just as expected. Wait, like, did they actually win? Wait. Who did win? Okay, I'm seriously confused. I think that was a little tap in the rear by Pine on Clay. That resulted in a spin for Pine. Wait, what? That was the podium order. Freaking Gasly. What? Okay. I'm gonna watch the shit out of the highlights in a few minutes. Holy moly. What the? Holy moly. Okay. Insane. Nice. Okay, I will have a look at that. AlphaTauri come through again. Leclerc, Vettel and Verstappen retired. Okay, I hear Leclerc and Vettel retired, and I just think Brazil. Brazil is like the universal sign of dread now. If it's in football or Rocket League, you just kinda cringe, and if it's in the F1, you just think like, ooh, yikes. Good old Brazil. Holy moly, amazing. I mean, Ferrari disappointment was, I think, foreseeable, I guess. They have been doing that for a while now. But yeah, okay, insane. I'm looking forward for the race highlights now. Latifi fastest lap. You joking? Vettel brakes failed and Leclerc just lost control at the Parabolica and crashed, causing a red flag. Holy, I've not seen the red flag in a while. Man, I'd give a lot for Goldfish and Gim to just... Yeah. Yeah, I mean... It looks good for Ginge again. I mean, Ginge, as a two-time race winner now, has been performing pretty damn decent in the recent times, and on his way to be in for a good spot for the podium, or yeah, maybe a win as well, in this one as well. Yapsinio now, down the outside of Crew, ambitious move. Don't know if he goes for the switchback. Gets the better exit here. Definitely gained some sort of 2017 Baku race, but with more chaos. Goldfish has obvious pace, but just crashes. Yeah, I think that's kind of been the story for him so far. Hey, Gimp is honestly just a very consistent driver who gets fricked over by other drivers way too often, unfortunately. I'm looking forward for Yapsinio, yes. He is in a good position to make a potential move sooner or later on Crew. really got close through that sector 3, but it's really hard to like keep that short distance from the back straight to the main straight to go for moves. Like with all the turns in between, it's just dirty air that holds you back all the time. Let's see, Yapsinio still chasing after Crew. Since when was Yap not an elite level driver anyways? To be honest, he never was okay, that is kinda hard. I wouldn't say he never was competitive in elite. But he never genuinely fought for the top positions in elite, and since the time he drove, which is like half a year ago, I don't know, we got like Simmons, we have Rage Quit, we have Jack and Dunk since then. We have like 5 to 10 more top tier drivers since Yap left. So I thought it'd be fair enough to like oh, speaking of Goldfish crashing, fair enough to let him start in Challenger for once, especially since I didn't knew of a free seat in Elite. And keyboard drivers, the first one to pit. I think that's a regular pit stop, might as well be. Let's head over to Pine. Actually, probably Yapsinio is the only real... I don't know, Clay's kinda close to Gimp as well. He won at Hungary last season, right? I think it's 2 seasons ago. I think it was like back in season 3, and that was not really when we had Elite tier yet. And we only had 1 tier, but he won in Hungary due to like some weird gamble with intermediates, and in the end, like after safety car, he was just P1, had the best tires, and kept it up, which was like big. I think it was his only podium, to be honest. But yeah, that was like at a time where I could get P2 in Challenger as well. Yep, won one of last season's elite races. Okay, well then, fair enough. He definitely won Hungary, so it's either been season 3 or season 4. And like I thought, like from the time when Yap left, it would have been fitting into season 3 a bit more. But yeah, then he's a season 4 race winner. Yeah, he won last season. It was like 0, 0, 0, 25, 0, 0. Yeah, that's it. Like, it was literally just a... Well, I don't know what happened at Monza, but... Hockenheim story, kinda. Ah, okay. Yeah, I mean, that was an absolutely epic race back in Hungary then, when we actually had like 4 people at the top who were solid, well, midfield drivers, but more at the end. He definitely won Hungary, yeah. That's the one thing I'm sure about. I don't know about the season and everything, but it was Hungary. I mean, we've been with Clay for quite a while. Let's jump to his teammate, okay, who just lost DRS on ball up there. Kinda gonna be interesting where Percy is gonna end up after his early pit stop, I think. He has the pace advantage over the drivers up in front, actually. Let's jump to Goldfish, who's immediately behind Pace as well. But yeah, like, that's what I kinda like. I mean, this is just dry, but like, ideally you wanna see changeable conditions. It's so fun to, like, see the drivers gamble for slicks and softs and whatever. Oh wait, slicks and softs are basically the same. Goldfish did it again. This is the exact same position where he spun 2 laps ago. Also, why is he on 5 lap old softs if he has not been pitting yet? And we are on lap 7. Ah. Interesting. Flop. Keyboard driver is pushing up against Crew, and Yepsinio has actually undercut Crew here. Which is a good strategic move, I guess. He gained 2 seconds on Crew on that one lap that they had. Well, on different tires. Clay in P1 will of course have to pit, and he's probably gonna do this at the end of... Oh, Goldfish is stuck on overtake modus. Yikes. He can't, like, he literally can't change it, or what? You probably are at the stream right now, right? Where he probably said it or something, I don't know. Yeah, but that's tough, okay. I mean, it's pretty much impossible to, like, drive that corner without spinning if you are stuck on overtake. Okay, another yellow flag. That seems to be like a Bettis in turn 1 with a little bit of a spin. Clay is, yeah, now finally going into the pits. Going for a fresh set of medium tires. I assume everything else would be a little bit dumb. Yeah, there it is, medium tires. And I think apart from him, it's only really Goldfish who still has to pit, right? Ah, Goldfish is in the pits right now. So yeah, afterwards everything should be settled in the natural order again. Ginge is absolutely pulling away from Yepsinio here. I think he gained about a second in this very lap. And Yap actually lost a bit on Crew, so he might have done a mistake there. Bettis is just very, very slow, leaving everyone past here. As he doesn't want to intercept these top runners, which is probably a noble thing to do. Oof, I think he might got... did he get spun? Maybe he spun by himself, maybe I got spun by a ball up. Definitely a bit of a yikes. I think his front wing is pretty much dead. He has no steering whatsoever. And he's stuck on overtake as well, if I see that right. So, is everyone stuck on overtake? No. Crew, as you're using overtake as it should be used. And he gains time on Yepsinio again. Yepsinio, of course, has just picked up a penalty, so that is a bit of pressure on him and a bit of relief on the driver ahead and in front. Ginge can afford to get a penalty himself as well now. I think Goldfish might be standing in the death turn, apparently, again. Yeah, and Bettis is getting a new front wing as speculated. Crew has closed up the gap to Yepsinio entirely now. We'll get the DRS. Not going to be able to go for an overtake just yet, but good progress. Yeah, he's definitely putting Yap under pressure a little bit. And that Williams in P2. Stanny spat in the pit lane. Nasty. And well, if Crew can keep it together a little bit here, but not the very best turn 16 there. Probably not turn 16, it's turn like 18 or 19. I think the Sector 3, triple right-handers, 15, 16, 17 or something. Oh, and someone did spin coming out of the pit lane, or just leaving everyone through. I think he left everyone through. Okay, respect for that. Ferraris here doing about as well as the IRL Ferraris would do as well. I think Ferrari's just cursed at this point. Who shall we jump to? We don't really have on-track battles at the moment. We could stick with Percy a little bit, who has been fairly quick in the qualifying, and I think he's gaining on Clay. Of course, getting into that early incident. Yeah, certainly like cost him a good chance at a podium or something. Nonetheless, he might be able to pick up good points, and his teammate is doing reasonably well up in front. Let me whip out the good old standings again, as I forgot who of the two drivers is the race winner. Yeah, Percy is the two-time race winner in the season, whereas Ginger's best finishing position so far has been a P4 once and a P9, so only 2-point finishes for Ginge, who is currently leading. So yeah, doing quite well to hold everyone off there, I think. And he's keeping the gap at a healthy 1.5 seconds margin at all times. Didn't really let it drop too far. Could be the next Challenger Tier winner. Don't know. Might happen. You don't know. Yeah. So Percy gains roughly a second per lap. I think at this point of the last lap he was 6.6 seconds behind, and is a good bit quicker than Clay, as we will jump to Yapsunio, who is just shortening the gap to Ginge as well again. Maybe can even get below that second ahead, just ahead of the start from the straight, but I think at the detection point he's been at 1.1, so it's not gonna be DRS for him here. Night of Crew, there's a comfortable gap for Yap as well now, and as we head into a lap 12 out of 14, it remains fairly close on the top, but no one can really challenge. Yeah. Don't really know how to fill the void. Wouldn't say that. I mean, we could be heading into on-track battles, like as soon as one major lockup by Ginge, and all of a sudden Yap is right at his rear, and we see a proper fight. Probably Crew is gonna join in as well, but as long as these drivers don't make any mistakes, I think we're pretty much stuck in that, oh my god, how is it called? Well, in German it's Putt, when, oh, and there's the second Red Bull. Oh, well. Red Bull not doing too well, and Ginge. What happened at the top? Oh my. Well, Yapsinio's in the lead, but he has 6 seconds of time penalties, so he'd better run away, like, fast. As Ginge has made some kind of a major mistake there, maybe a little bit of a Tokyo drift or something. to drop down to P2. It's gonna be really all about who has the most penalties and, well, if Yap can actually run away. Oof, yeah, yes indeed. Percy, I think, got into a little bit of contact with one of the Ferraris as he was trying to lap them. There is a yellow flag in Sector 3, yes. Gimp just pitted again. And well, the Red Bull curse continues. That's a massive L for Ginge. Yeah, I mean, he has not lost it yet. I mean, he might come second on track. But if he has no penalties, he will surely win this. If he doesn't get overtaken by Crew. If he has one penalty, he requires Crew to have one penalty. He can have one penalty if Crew has one as well. So... it's gonna be interesting. Oh no. Oh no, what? Last lap coming up. Ginge is certainly close enough for DRS, which is a big advantage he has over Crew, as Crew was too far away. Please, no Red Bull curse. Well. Ah, Yellow, you're a Herbie driver as well now, right? I completely forgot about that. So welcome to the curse. You've seen how it went last week. Prepare for this to be like every week. Oh my, Yap is all over the place here. Everywhere, but not on the racing line. As he tries to defend his lead on tires that seem to get worse and worse. And Ginge is pushing up. See that red fuel light blinking there for Ginge? Would have been an absolute shame if he just ran out of fuel and couldn't get his, well, at least P2 home here. Yep, full-time driver at Red Bull. Ginge going down the inside and back down the outside. Oh my. Like these moves might cost him enough time that Crew is having a look as well. Let's head into that, like, sweet outside perspective. Yellow flag in Sector 1. I think that's just been a Ferrari. Oh, close one. Where we have it. Ginge is still ahead. 9 and 10 it is. Evidently the monkey paw curled when I asked. No fucking way. I'd be so damn mad. What a yikes. Running into the back marker at the very last turn, costing you the victory. I don't know if Ginge did just. I don't know if he spun by himself, to be honest. It looked a lot like Bettis was just standing in the middle of the track and Ginge ran into him and, well, yeah, things happened that shouldn't have happened. I think it wasn't even the Ferrari's fault, not sure though. I'm not entirely sure neither. Like, he was certainly there. I don't know if he spun by himself. It might as well be like him spinning by himself. As I could not entirely judge. They were very close. There might have been contact, but it was AI, right? I think Bettis was still driving, but I'm not entirely sure about that neither. Well, we were speaking about a massive L for Ginger Ninja before. This one has been a massive L for sure. As Crew will take another victory and will increase the gap between himself and the next driver in the championship. Yapsinho takes a comeback P2 and we have, I think, Ginge in P3 still, so yikes, but yes, still his best result so far. Could have been a win if he didn't bottle it in the last turn. As said, we will probably have to have another look at if that was his fault or if that was not his fault. I hope it is not his fault. It is... Well, I don't really know what to hope for, because if it's like... If it's Batter's fault, it's pretty bad. But if it's his fault, it's like kind of sad for him as well. Nonetheless, we have crew Yapsinio Jinch in P123, second Williamson keyboard driver, and P4 Professor Ball have taken a respectable P7 before Clay, Percy, and Pace. And Goldfish, a four-way Rocket Sundays row until P9. Gimp and P10 taking that last point. Pine in the Merc, just leading the two Raris to the no points. I think it was AI. Okay, yeah. We will see. Good luck, elites. I'm looking forward for elites. We will probably start like 5 past or something, because I'm really hungry and I need to like just chuck something into my mouth real quick. But yeah, we're gonna be right back in a few. See you then.